Hello, callers, and welcome to Viva Barca. Welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on some interesting updates. We start with this transfer report claiming that Barcelona are set to rival Liverpool, who are also interested in this Newcastle United midfielder Bruno Guimaraes. Of course, the player is rated at 100 million euros. Secondly, we are going to be talking about Samuel Umtiti, as it has been reported that Barca are set to hold a meeting with an exit-bound defender to figure out his future. Of course, Umtiti was playing on loan this time around at Lecce in Italy. So guys, as we get right into the full stories, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please make sure to hit that subscribe button so you always stay up to date. Please also ensure to like the video and watch it right up to the very end. With Barcelona on the lookout for a new defensive midfielder to replace departing club captain Sergio Busquets, it has led them to Newcastle United superstar Bruno Guimaraes. According to Go Brazil, Barcelona as well as Liverpool have made contacts to seek information about Guimaraes and his situation at Newcastle United, as they are interested in signing him this summer. Guimaraes joined Newcastle United from Olympique Lyon in January 2022 in a deal worth 40 million euros, and he has since grown into a fan favorite at St James's Park, playing a vital role in the Magpies, achieving a top 4 finish in the Premier League this season. Across all competitions, the midfielder played 40 games, scoring and assisting 5 goals apiece. His performances have landed him on the radars of elite clubs such as Barcelona, Liverpool, and Real Madrid. Now, Barcelona and Liverpool are believed to have taken initial steps in their pursuit of the Brazilian international by making contact and seeking information about his current situation in Tennessee. Newcastle United, for their part, wish to hand Guimaraes a new and improved contract as a reward for his contributions since arriving the club. His current deal runs until 2026. The midfielder's representative have warned the Magpies about the growing interest from Barcelona and Liverpool. However, Newcastle are confident that he will give preference to a contract renewal and continuity with the club rather than seeking a move away. If so, it would make it nearly impossible for Barcelona to sign Bruno Guimaraes. As things stand, Martin Zubimendi of Real Sociedad continues to be Xavi's top choice for the replacement of Sergio Busquets, but his 60 million euro release clause is seen as a deterrent. Apart from Martin Zubimendi, players like Ruben Neves, Sofian Amrabat, and more, recently Manuel Ugarte, are also being linked to the club. As for Bruno Guimaraes, there seems to be some interest in the Brazilian international, but a move for him right now seems very unlikely in the summer. Bruno Guimaraes have been strongly linked to Barca in recent weeks, and of course, he's a player with such huge talent, a lot of quality. Since joining Newcastle United, Barca have been showing interest in him, and that interest have intensified in the last few days. We know that since Busquets announced his departure from the club, Barca have a bunch of players that they are keeping a close watch on because they don't want to put all their eggs on one basket. Of course, I've been talking about players like Martin Zubimendi, Ruben Neves, Sofian Amrabat, Ilkay Gundogan, and many more. Bruno Guimaraes is another player that Barca are also strongly considering. But the roadblock that Barca might just face might be the players, maybe his desire to stay more in Newcastle United, especially as Newcastle are playing Champions League football next season, and as well as the player's price tag, which currently they are saying that Newcastle United are rating him around 100 million euros. Of course, we know his contract expires until 2026, and he's still highly rated by the club. And it won't be surprising if Barca back off from that deal, considering the price tag of Bruno, and of course also the fact that he might want to stay at Newcastle, especially as they are playing Champions League next season. But Nobody have been given up yet. Barca still showing interest in all these players who are seen as Busquets replacement. Of course, there is no secret that Barca prioritize some of them more than others, especially Zubimendi at Real Sociedad, who Xavi doesn't even hide his feelings that Zubimendi is his best option to replace Sergio Busquets next season. But when we look at things critically, we see that none of those players will come cheap. If Barca really want to go for quality number 6 to replace Sergio Busquets, they must sacrifice. But the thing is, it all depends. It all depends because trying to comply with the financial fair play is not easy. Barca are trying to ensure that everything is being put in place to ensure that player sales will take place in order for purchases to be made. And buying a DM right now is the priority. Xavi have said it himself in the press conference that it's a priority for the club. Even before a right back comes, Barca wants to secure a steady DM to replace Busquets in the long term. Then on to the final story of discussion. According to Tuto Mercato, as relayed by Dario Sport, Barcelona are soon set to hold talks with Samuel Umtiti's agent, asserting the player's future in the coming summer. Umtiti is coming on the back of a splendid loan spell at Lecce, where he has re-established himself as a top-quality defender. His performances have not gone unnoticed, even Lecce open to breaking the bank in order to fund a permanent move for Umtiti. As per the report, Barca officials will meet Umtiti's agent in the coming days. The two parties will discuss the possible scenario over the summer. The player has already carved out a market for himself following his impressive performances in Serie A this season. He has become a target for AS Roma and Inter Milan, while a potential return to Olympique Lyon has been muted as well. Barca, for their part, are expected some form of economic premium for the services of Umtiti. They have invested a lot in that player over the years, and the player, for his part, has behaved well. Barca therefore are looking to get something out of the deal, even if the fee is marginal. It will help the club a lot, bring in some revenue, and most importantly reduce the salary mass in the squad, thereby helping them register new players. Apart from Umtiti, Barca are also expected to sanction the sale of other unwanted players such as Clement Lenglet and Sergino Dest. The club are looking for suitors for a few first-team stars as well, including Ferran Torres, even though the Spaniard is looking for a second chance. The coming weeks, of course, could be crucial as far as Umtiti's future is concerned. The same can be said for a host of other Barcelona stars as well. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time. Bye-bye.